Hello reformers and welcome back to a world of ice and fire, and well, we're still in the free folk lands. I've been doing a huge amount of off-screen progression, nothing too major, you know, just the standard stuff, running around trading, and I was actually hoping that I might be able to afford buying a warship very soon. Unfortunately, I decided instead to start investing in enterprises in the Vale territory as well as the north, as I think that personally money is going to be king as we continue to go forward. Anyway, I'm actually at Frostfang's camp here because we're going to go into the inn. And, well, actually, I'm just going to see if there's anyone here. And, oh, look at this. We might actually have a companion ready to join us, which would be quite nice. How much is he going to be, though? Only 1900. Please join me. Yes, there we go. That's exactly what I like to see. Now, there is a peasant here. He's probably going to ask us for some help at a village. I suppose we might do that. So, let's see. Giant stair. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try. I don't actually have any units with me at the moment because I've been attempting to just be extremely fast on the map. And as a result, I've put most of them into my Garrison. Yeah, there's actually a garrison that I have. I'll show you very, very soon what I mean about that. Anyway, let's go into the Lord's Hall here. There's a very good reason why I want to do this. I have renounced my mercenary oath because I thought that might be preventing me from becoming a vassal, even though in other mods and in native, you don't need to renounce your mercenary oath to be able to become a vassal, but it seems like maybe in this that you might actually need to. So, as you see here, my lord, I wish to join your cause. Is that so? Well, lad, we wouldn't deny you the right to fight for us if you're willing. However, I want to be certain that you're indeed willing to join us. Life here is harsh, and I want to be certain you're fit for the task of helping us. I want you to prove yourself first, like a little challenge of sorts. What do you think? Yes, exactly. I want you to hunt down and destroy a ranger patrol of the Night's Watch. Oh dear. They keep slaughtering our people, and I want you to prove yourself by taking your sword to our enemies. As you command. I will do just that. Alright, this is going to be interesting. I did not expect this. I was actually hoping that I could ask this guy whether I would be able to marry his daughter, you know, sometime soon, because we actually have about 27 or around there relation with her, so she is easily above the threshold that we need to be able to initiate marriage protocol and so on and so forth. But yeah, anyway, point is, we are going to be attempting to become a vassal with them by completing this task. Now, as I said, I have a garrison. It is over here. It is called Stumbleton, and if you don't know why it's called Stumbleton, then I'd recommend navigating to my playlists and taking a look at the A Clash of Kings series. Well, there's many of them, but I believe that the ones with about 80 or so videos and the one with 49, I think that one. I think 2.2 is probably my favorite series of A Clash of Kings. But anyway, point is, there's a lot of backstory about the name Stumble, Lord Stumble, Stumbleton, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you want to learn about that, then obviously that's the way to go. Anyway, I do have a garrison, so I guess what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go over there and see if I can pick some up. There seems to be, oh dear, seems to be a Night's Watch, a vassal right outside, attempting to do some damage to a patrol. But yes, thankfully I am not going to be needing to intervene here. And instead, I will be attempting to go to my garrison and see what I can get out. And by the way, these are the enterprises I currently have up and running. I do have another one, actually another two in the process of being constructed, because I have literally just done trading, and more trading. Ah yes, and I should probably also mention that I have also been sending off a bunch of companions to give us right to rule, and I know, you know, if we're going to be playing as a wildling, if we're going to continue to stay as a vassal or as a member of the free folk, which I think would be pretty fun actually for at least the, you know, early mid-game of this series, then we're going to not need right to rule. But when, and I'm saying it's probably going to be a when instead of an if, when we create our own faction, it is going to be well, just a necessity to get a right to rule. And so I've been finding some companions in the wild, in taverns and so on, and, well, asking them to help me out with that right to rule. And you can see by my player report here that I actually have 24 right to rule. And that is literally just because of companions gathering support. You can see here I do have 3 of them currently out doing their thing, and they're going to come back relatively soon, hopefully, and give me an additional, what is it now, 3 I think they give. Anyway, 34 pirates. Ooh, I'm a bit worried about that, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I actually do. Oh yeah, I should also mention a pretty funny thing that happened while I was off screen. I was basically looking around for an enterprise, for a town that I could, get a decently, profitable enterprise in. And basically what I did was I went into the tavern first because I thought, oh yeah, it's probably a good idea. Let me just see what's going on in the tavern, see if there's anything, useful there, like a companion or something. And it turned out that, yeah, there was actually 2 companions in the tavern. And well, suffice it to say, I spoke to them, and I had about 22,000 or something like that. 20,000, something like that. Wow, did I really just lose 1 strength? Yes, it appears I did. Isn't that fantastic? Oh well, never mind. Point is, I'm dead. But anyway, point is, I found those companions. They were both 20,000. They were both 20,000, and I actually thought that one of them was 2,000, and so I misclicked and basically recruited him. Now, here's the thing. That's actually not even a big deal, because that guy that is 20,000 is an insane, and I'm talking an amazing companion. He has really, really cool basic... Oh, yes. Well, that didn't work out very well. Anyway, he has extremely cool stats. He has a very large amount of surgery, wound treatment, first aid. I think he has a pretty decent amount of leadership and trainer as well, but I do need to check that, obviously. Anyway, well, if we can't even win against some pirates, I think it's mainly because we had a bunch of villagers with us right there, so obviously the villagers were, well, not exactly great at combat, are they? And yeah, I think that probably caused us to have a bit of a problem. Anyway, I'm actually going to go into my settlements hall here because I have recruited a number of people, and I would like to be able to, yes, speak to my maester. So now I don't need to go to anyone else's town. I can literally just go to my settlement. And what I am eventually going to be doing here is getting a garrison. At the moment it has a limit of 120, but I have just upgraded it once again, and hopefully we'll be able to get even more units in here. And what I'm hoping on actually doing eventually is getting a load of people in here, and I'm talking about maximum capacity, and then we will have reinforcements for when we actually do start attacking the Night's Watch, and maybe even the north as well. I don't really know whether I want to attack the north just yet. We'll just see what actually happens. Alright, so yeah, he's actually going to leave. I don't mind Hibald leaving. He's a very low-level companion, doesn't really bring too much to the party. Yeah, I'm actually just going to say I don't have time for your petty dispute and all that stuff. Anyway, as I said, this is going to be our launching pad for all of our attacks against the Night's Watch. I've actually scouted out, as I am currently neutral, because I'm not a mercenary anymore, as I'm currently neutral with the Night's Watch, I scouted out their various fiefs. They only have 3, and Eastwatch is actually, in my opinion, doable. In terms of a siege, I think we might be able to take it, and so that's the reason why I want to become a vassal as soon as possible. Well, as you can see, I'm actually suffering quite a bit at the hands of very low morale at the moment, so hopefully this is going to help us out. Anyway, we're up against Jarmen Buckwell, and, well, he only has 13. Don't exactly know why, but he only has 13, so we are going to be helping him out. We have 40. It appears as though the village farmers were just about to lose, so this is, well, just in time, I guess. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we're actually able to do here. This will give us a good idea as to how strong we actually are in battle. Alright, so I've actually formed ranks here. I don't know if that's really going to make too much difference for us right here, but I just want to try and be as effective as possible in our attempt to take out this Night's Watch Vassal. Now, I do have a lance. I actually have a better lance than I had previously. I found this in a marketplace for about 1,300 silver stags, and it's actually good. You know, it's got 240 reach, but it doesn't have that much damage. It does tend to not do that much because maybe I'm just on a... I think my horse is actually crippled. I think it might be crippled, so I might need to, well, put it in my inventory and just let wound treatment handle the, you know, healing of it. But yeah, for the most part, I think we probably want to try and get a faster horse, if at all possible. I do have quite a bit of cash. Obviously, on me at the moment is the only cash I have. I don't have a treasury or anything like that, so in general it is going to be do or die basically with the money that I currently own. Anyway, let's see if I can actually use my... Yeah, this is going to be kind of harsh in my opinion for us. Let's see if I can use my lance. Oh yeah, there we go. That was nice. 362 damage. I was saying, oh, it's not doing that much damage. Yeah, it actually does a lot of damage if they allow me to, I guess. But for the most part, it's a bit clunky as well because it's quite slow. But for the most part, yeah, it does a lot of damage if you're able to use it, well, properly. I mean, I guess that's how it is with every single weapon and thing. So yes, using it properly is a good idea. And especially considering my proficiency in polearms is kind of bad. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. There we go. It seems like I've eliminated every single one. Very nice indeed. Good work. Good work, Elias. I'm actually wondering whether the skirmisher line of the Free Folk is better than their infantry line, because at the moment that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just leveling them up into skirmishers, and I think that might be the way to go. But for the most part, I don't know, because, well, they just seem to all die very quickly indeed. Okay, so, yes. Yes, okay, so Sharga is having a problem with this guy. I'm actually going to side with Sharga in this because he is, in my opinion, much better, because he is much more expensive to recruit, and so we're going to just say that he has our support there. Going to just wait here a little bit, and I believe I actually noticed a patrol over here as well in the forest, so we're gonna have a look around, see if we can track them down. Alright, so here we go. We have some Night's Watch Rangers here. Your watch has come to an end. Let the Thens be feasting on your flesh tonight. You lose reputation. Only one reputation. That's really not too bad. I believe reputation is basically honor. So, yeah. Anyway, let's take to the field. We have 33 against 20. I didn't really wait for my units to get back on their feet, so to speak, but I think we generally have good enough units to be able to do this. But obviously we're not outnumbering the opponent that much, because obviously that village that we attempted to save from those pirates, well, those pirates completely outclassed us, and they did actually take out quite a few of us, so that's not very good. But anyway, let's see if I can get into a decent position here. Now bear in mind I have one cavalry, which is pretty awful. It's this guy? Are you serious? That's the only guy that we have? I thought we had someone else on a mount. Yeah, we do. Oh, so Illifer the Penniless. Well, yes, he's going to be a right-to-rule generator in, well, a very quick second, or at least I hope so. And let's see what else we have here. We have so many different tags. That's the issue right now for me. I have 5 archers, 19 skirmishers and everything, so maybe we can make something happen. Our archers are at the front here, which is not exactly great, but we don't really want our skirmishers to be too close so as to waste their ammunition. I'm actually going to charge straight at them and see if we can maybe take out their cavalry. There we go, we took out the cavalry. That is all that I wanted to do there. And now maybe, just maybe, we might be able to achieve something. I'm gonna try and... I don't know whether they can waste arrows. I think they do run out of ammunition eventually, so what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna use Crichton and myself and just run by the archers as much as possible. I mean, I know the Night's Watch generally are very good at what they do. They are, well, reputedly some of the best archers, if not the best, in the mod. And Crichton got himself eliminated, but I guess that's just how it is. If I get myself eliminated, then that's also just how it is, and hopefully my units will be able to achieve a victory here, but I'm very worried. Let's see if I can maybe get another kill. Oh, no, apparently not. Apparently not. I'm kind of surprised that that guy avoided his demise. I guess I should just tell everyone to charge. Why not? Just tell everyone to charge, see what happens, and oh, my horse is dead. I'm dead. I'm very much dead, aren't I? My shield is going to die very soon. Yeah. Okay, I'm dodging. It's not going to be enough because my people are very far away. Yes. But maybe I can take him out. Yes, there we go. That's what you get. I'm very, very close to death. I'm going to use my fearsome cry, and that basically what that does is that basically has like a fear effect alongside it. So yeah, anyway, I was going to die from blood loss anyway, so me telling them to charge in, that's a pretty good thing to do, and let's see if we're actually able to achieve a victory here. My skirmishers, they are firing away. Well, they're throwing their thrown weapons, and I'm actually wondering whether I should just retreat and go back in. Maybe? This is the reason why I really wanted to have some good companions, because companions generally will save us in close situations like this, because we are obviously, well, outgeared, outskilled, outclassed in general by the Night's Watch when you're playing as a wildling. So having some vassals, or no, not vassals, well, maybe eventually vassals, but having some companions that you can rely on in the end is probably a good idea. Anyway, I'm actually losing a lot of renown for retreating here, but you kind of need to. You kind of need to. So let's actually just take a look. 16 against 9. Yes, hopefully it won't happen again. Thanks a lot, Crichton. You're going to be leaving soon anyway, so don't worry about it. Anyway, I have 35%. Oh, there's also Harmer. She's coming over. We might be able to do something here. Okay, I'm actually gonna... Let's just go and level up this guy. Oh yeah, look at this guy. He's got 5 in leadership, 7 in persuasion, 5 in first aid, and all these other wonderful skills, 6 in looting. So yeah, even these companions that are extremely low level, they have massive amounts of really good stats. So, what else do we want to get him? I mean, he has pretty great strength stats as well, so let's just get him some additional strength, I suppose, get him some more archery, and yeah, I guess that's it. Let's actually... Should we give him another point in shield? He already has some points in shield, so why not? And I guess we will be going back in. Ah, she's actually joining us. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm actually wondering whether... Oh, ambush defense. Really? Right, okay. Well, we're going to have to defend against an ambush then, but we do have Harmer's troops coming in here, so obviously this is going to be a pretty easy fight. Or at least I hope it's going to be, and I hope this is actually going to count for the task itself. Because if it doesn't count for the task, then there's no point in me having Harmer actually help us. So this might be problematic. Alright, so I've returned, and we're trying something a little bit different, because apparently Harmer did not want to engage the opponent somehow. I don't exactly know why, and every single unit on the battlefield started running over into the sea and running up against the boundary, and it was kind of a bit weird. So I just decided, hey, okay, let's just retreat, go back to the drawing board, see what I can do, and then come back and take out this patrol. And thankfully, I do have some, well, I do have more units. That's basically the one thing that I think I kind of needed. And as you can see, most of the enemies have now run out of arrows, because I was literally just running, or should we say riding, back and forth all the time. And thankfully, that has, well, made them run out of arrows. So that should, in the end, result in a somewhat convincing victory over the Night's Watch. That's basically what you have to do by the looks of things. You basically just have to let them shoot their arrows from a relatively safe range, because they're not extremely accurate. I mean, yeah, you know, they're accurate enough, but for the most part, they are not going to be able to hit you from a great distance. So that's pretty cool, in my opinion. That's pretty good. Anyway, let's see if I can do some... Yes, I was hoping for a little bit more damage here. Oh well, okay, seems like they're all gonna rout. Well, that's fine. Didn't I tell my people to charge in? Oh no, I actually just told the cavalry to charge in, because I only had him selected. Ah, well, never mind. Okay, so we did gain 12 renown from that, and we gained some morale, of course. I killed 8. It's pretty nice. And we do get an opportunity to rescue a bunch of prisoners. Now, bear in mind that as more companions return from gathering right to rule for me, they are going to be making my company size skyrocket, and you can see here that I actually have 135 in comparison to what I had when I only had 1 companion, which was about 32. So yeah, it's pretty amazing the additions that the developers of this mod made to the leadership skill. Makes a huge difference. Anyway, let's see if we can just bury the dead a little bit here. I'm going to take a couple of pieces of loot. It's not really going to make too much difference. And okay. Oh, I see. I don't have time for your petty dispute, person. Yes, well, never mind. They seem to all be having problems with each other, but that's okay, because most of them are not really used for anything specifically, just right to rule for the most part. Anyway, let's see. Maybe I can send this guy off now? He's riding a donkey. Yes. Can I send him off? Yeah, I can send him off. Fantastic. Okay. So, now that we've completed that, have we? You are to destroy a crow patrol. Didn't I do that? Didn't I do that just now? Oh dear. Maybe there's a specific patrol that I have to find? I thought that I had to just find a Night's Watch patrol. Ah, my luck. Alright, so, well, I've actually looked around. I have looked around to no end, basically. And I've attempted to find the quote-unquote Crow Patrol. Now, I don't know whether this just means to eliminate a Night's Watch patrol, or whether it means to eliminate something specific, but I, for the life of me, cannot find any quest patrol that is like highlighted in that blue color that, you know, everyone knows that is the quest objective. So basically I just looked around for one more patrol, and that's what I found here. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to scour the land for these guys, and well, we're gonna do exactly the same thing, where we're gonna just try and bleed their arrows dry as much as possible, and hopefully we will not run out of blood before that. Yes. Anyway, let's see if I can... yeah, this is a really bad positioning for us. They are in a perfect position right now, because it is going to cause all kinds of headaches. Anyway, let's see if I can... Maybe I can bring out my lance, and maybe I can do a little bit of damage to some of these outlying... Yeah, there we go. Some of these outlying riders. Unfortunately, my horse is... Wow, my horse just took so much damage. Oh, hello. There seems to be another horse. Please, yes, there we go. It's actually got good HP as well. Very nice. Okay, so thankfully, these guys are getting pulled towards us, which is very nice indeed. Now, obviously, it doesn't really matter too much whether they eliminate a couple of our units. I mean, you know, it's just bound to happen either way, but it's good that we're actually getting some damage on these guys. And the Night's Watch archers are coming a bit closer to us as well, so they might get themselves a little bit more out of position, which is exactly what we want, of course. So let's see if I can maybe just, yeah, it seems like I'm gonna just have to try and distract them a little bit more, and hopefully their arrows will run out soon. Alright, so we're actually taking the initiative here, and I am going to be charging my units up on the Night's Watch here. Now, bear in mind that this is very risky indeed. I'm basically just making sure that I am providing as much of a distraction as possible. My shield is about to be destroyed. It's at 20%, so after it's destroyed, we're probably dead, aren't we? I mean, let's face it, you know. But if I can run up and down the archery line, doing a little bit of damage here and there, making sure that they get eliminated a bit quicker, you know, just a little bit quicker, you know, that's all we really need. Unfortunately, the skirmishers, and wow, these archers are actually really good, even in melee. Even in melee, they're really good. I mean, you can see that. They're just absolutely monstrous right now. They are murdering every single person they can get their hands on. I am going to try and go into their archery line again, see if I can do some damage, at least distract. And maybe I can get a couple of kills. I'm actually really surprised that we're not getting as many... Well, I'm not surprised by that death, that's for sure, but yeah, I'm very surprised that we're not getting like one-hit kills, but I guess it's because the Night's Watch are generally pretty well armored. I'm just thankful that we have so many units here. So I'm hopeful that because this is basically a victory on basically from us attacking by ourselves instead of having Harmer help us or something like that, I thought that might make a bit of a difference. It seems like we are having to head back in here because the previous round was a complete massacre of our wildling units, and this is exactly what I mean. The Night's Watch, while they do not have the numbers, that is for sure, they do certainly have the skills to pay the bills, and well, let's just hope that this victory will give us the credit for completing the task. Because if it doesn't, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do otherwise. Ah, right, okay, so I defeated them, and I still do not have any kind of credit, so yeah, basically, what I think is going on right now is that I need to loot some of their armor, because it says bring back their armor, and so I can only assume that I'm going to need to fight a couple of patrols to be able to find that armor. Now obviously that's going to require a little bit more off-screen progression from me. I've actually been playing quite a lot off-screen just because this mod is very demanding, and yeah, it's kind of harsh as well. I mean, you could see that in that particular, well, in that couple of battles. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.